everybody, it's Dara, and I really want to share with you what I am up to today. And it is part of the clean cooking program. And when I say clean, I mean this is basically raw, it's vegan. And I am going to be doing this for Herbie, my dad, who is 85 years young and as of July 3rd has gone completely organic vegan. So he eats a high raw diet, but he definitely has some cooked food, which I think is so nourishing to his soul and his spirit and his heart. So what I've done, thanks to my friend Jeff, the rotographer, we were on the phone and he said, you know what, why don't you get matching crock pots? Get a crock pot, and then you can make a hot soup for Herbie, and he could have it plugged in and just help himself, you know, whenever he's hungry. And so I think he even suggested we get matching ones so that I have one up here. I chop some vegetables, whatever I do, put it in. He has his downstairs warm, and then we just switch out pots, and I can, you know, we can switch it up. Right now, I have black rice that's been cooked. Now, what I did was I went ahead and bought, and this is all new, I'm just showing you as I go, I bought this Smart Organic Multi-Cooker, and it's an organic clay pot. We want to stay away from non-stick really as much as possible because it's so easy for that to get scratched and then the chemicals are going into our body. So, you know, if you think someone's going to cut in or scrape into it, you want to try and at least get the ceramic ones. But this one, I found a clay one at Bed Bath & Beyond, and that was really exciting. So I have one cooking with rice, and this one what I'm going to do, and again, I'm making this up. I do not have recipes for this stuff, but to me it's as simple as taking vegetables, water, salt, seasonings, and today I'm going to actually hearty it up with split green peas, organic split green peas, and there's a cup of them. So in order to normally cook these, you use 2 cups of water. So I have 3 cups of water here because I want to add a little bit more water for the rest of the vegetables. I'm not even sure I need to, so I could do 2 cups and see how it goes, but in the worst case scenario, a little extra water just gives you a broth, so that's nice. So I'm going to think about that. But in the meantime, what I've done is I've cut up 1 whole white onion, a red pepper. Herbie loves eggplant. I cut the pieces fairly large because if something's cooking for a while or it's warming for a while, eggplant will reduce until it's a mush. So larger chunks for the eggplant. I'll let you know how that goes. I have a couple carrots. I have sweet potato because Herbie loves sweet potato. And I have some kale. I basically am using what I have as far as the kale, but it's going to be beautiful to add some greens. And I just went ahead and chopped that up. I will add a tablespoon of coconut oil or 2, onion powder, garlic powder, and salt. And that's not it. That could be it unless you also have what I have, which is raw ashwagandha extract powder. And it's an herb that is really good for boosting the immune system. So in this time of colds and flu, when other people are getting sick, eating this way is going to help us prevent it. Also, boosting our immune system when we can with things like reishi and chaga and ashwagandha, and it's really good for our brain. It prevents brain cell degeneration, so it's helping our memory and our learning and our focus, and also it's anti-inflammatory, and inflammation is a major cause of disease and where disease can live. So part of the big thing about eating a high raw, organic, and mostly vegan diet is to reduce inflammation and to really give your body as much alkalinity as possible. You know, so this is an alkaline diet. So I want to add some of this, and that will be really exciting. So here I go. I'm going to add, and this is the clay pot. It's so nice. I'm going to add 3 of the cups of water. I will add the peas. I mean, it almost seems like too easy for words. And the biggest deal was figuring out the biggest deal was figuring out how to work the timer, but I seem to have done it without reading the directions. I'm putting in carrots, peas and carrots. I'm going to, I could, if I wanted to, add the things that cook. Like if I were adding mushrooms to this, I would add them last because they're so soft. Eggplant can go in a little later. So I'll cook the heartier, harder things like the sweet potato. This is one sweet potato. I had cut up two, but I think we only need one. And definitely the red pepper and the onions. That makes Herbie happy. This is going to be like an experiment, and I'll let you guys know later with Herbie how it goes. My idea is not to be cooking for him every day because I like raw food and I eat raw food. The idea is, and he's very good at chopping vegetables, is to give him a lesson and show him how to make one of them and let him chop and put things in. And this is very easy to do yourself. So being self-sufficient is really important. And I think this slow cooker is a way to give us self-sufficiency. So this is what the purple eggplant looked like. It's so pretty. And I'm going to put the kale in, and then I'm just going to go ahead and cover the top and set it for, follow the directions. If you're putting in lentils or peas, then follow the directions. It's going to cook for about 35 minutes, and then it'll just be on warm. And then for a number of days, with this all covered, you can just have a cup of ladle into a bowl as much as you want. And what a nurturing, heartwarming way to get through the winter. By all means, have your green smoothies in the morning. Eat your salads for lunch. And if you need to have something hot for dinner or for lunch, there's no shame. It's all good. Eat your food with love. The biggest thing is eliminating the offenders. I'm not going to list what they are, but they're out there. They're out there everywhere. So really support yourself by doing something like this. I will see you guys later and let you know how my experiment worked. I'll put in the onion. I'll put in my spices. That's it. I have, you can tune off now if you are done with seeing what I'm doing with the recipe. If you want to hear what I'm up to and what I'm really passionate about is helping people with the why nots. If maybe eating, fast food is bad, then why are you doing? Why not change? If you know that eating, animal protein all the time isn't making you feel good, then why? Why are you doing it, and why are you not eating this way? So I was on the phone with my friend John last night. Hi, John. And what I really suggested to him was that, he finds that he'll be raw for 3, 6, 9 months, 12 months, and then he finds himself going off of it, and he just craves like the heavier stuff, and he's eating a lot of nuts and seeds. And so I suggested that maybe he wants to try a soup like this and eat stews and a little bit heartier things so that he doesn't have to rely on nuts, which can be very hard to digest. Almond milk for me is fine. Pumpkin seed milk, even eating sunflower seed pate is light enough, but when you start eating too many nuts, it's hard for our digestion. So breaking down some of the vegetables and eating a big hearty stew, even with a little bit of quinoa, with less fat than all the nuts, might be a better way to go. And we really just have to adjust to where we're at any particular time during the year, during the month, during whatever. So that's to John. That was kind of my feeling on that. And I have my friend Jose who's here. He's not going to come in right now. But we were talking about ways to, what if you eat meat all the time and it's just been part of your culture and your life? My suggestion is don't give everything up all at once, because it's a setup for failure. Because if you don't know how to sustain yourself without what you're used to, you'll always go back to it. You'll feel hungry, you'll feel unsatisfied, you'll feel sick, and you won't know. So what I'm going to do with Jose, he said he would come on, is, start to teach him how to have a big salad first. He likes ranch dressing. Well, ranch dressing might have MSG in it. It definitely has dairy in it. It definitely isn't, that great. So I'm going to show him the very first thing, how to make a vegan ranch dressing and have a mound of leafy greens, and then have whatever he wants to have or he thinks he's going to want to have after eating that huge bowl of salad and fiber. So there we have it, everybody. I can always season it as I go, but I just wanted to share this with you, and Herbie's going to come on really soon. I will see you guys very soon, and do get your greens on.